attention.
Junior or senior?
The year 1930. The place,
Also,
the
I
road
think
to
I started
Titusville,
more on time
where
anyway.
we find Nancy Drew behind the wheel of her blue roadster, pondering this question. Why did Emily Crandall, a girl whom Nancy knows only through their mutual friend Helen Corning, ask Nancy to drive all the way out to the Lilac Inn to see her? Does it have something to do with the fact that Emily's mother died?
All right,
The spunky
cool.
teenager turns off the main road, blissfully
Cool, not skipping
unaware
the
that
cutscene.
Emily isn't all that awaits her.
All right, yeah, I guess
the
the cutscene
driveway.
actually is this long.
No, Nancy Drew
That's
is about to
interesting.
get her first taste of the mystery, intrigue, and adventure that are to become her destiny.
The more you know.
Well, hello. I'll bet my bloomers you're Nancy Drew.
Emily told me your name.
I'm Jane Willoughby. I'm Emily's guardian, but only for the next 3 months until she turns 18. Then she's on her own.
It smells like someone's been baking pies.
Pies are the Lilac Inn specialty. We get orders from all over. Oh, that reminds me, your father called. You're supposed to call him. You can use the coin phone on the porch. Emily didn't say anything about you coming until just this morning.
She didn't?
Don't get me wrong, she can invite anybody here she wants. It's just that she's gotten so darn forgetful lately.
Is she all right?
Well, now that's hard to say. She misses her mom, that's for sure. So do I. Gloria and me, we were best friends, you know? The two of us ran this swell little dress shop over in Capital City. But then she got hitched and I didn't. And the next thing I know, she's writing me saying it would sure take a load off her mind if I could take care of her little girl should something ever happen to her.
It was nice of you to say yes.
I couldn't say no. I mean, what are best friends for? I just wish I knew how to help Emily.
Help her do what?
She's been acting so... Look, go talk to her. She probably just needs to spend some time with a bear cat like you instead of some dumb Dora like me. Go on up, she's in her room. Just make like a Boy Scout and be prepared.
Nancy, hi. Welcome to the Lilac Inn. Oh, and before I forget, thank you for that nice note you sent me when Mom died. It meant a lot to me.
When Helen told me I felt so bad for you, I had to do something.
You and I may not be best friends or anything, but you're still one of the nicest people I know.
Well, thank you.
That's why I'm hoping you'll do me a favor. A big favor. You and your dad.
What kind of favor?
Shh!
What's wrong?
I thought I heard something. Your father has a safe, right?
You need to put something in a safe?
See this jewelry? I'd like you to take it home with you and put it in your father's safe.
It's beautiful.
It was my mother's. The few times I saw her wear it, she looked just like a movie star. I was hiding it here in my room, but all things considered, I'd feel a lot better if you would just take it home and have your father lock it up in his safe.
What do you mean, all things considered?
Strange things have been going on around here. That's all I can say. I know it sounds loony, and Jane probably told you that I've been acting loony, but please do this for me. What was that?
Emily, come downstairs, quick! The kitchen's on fire!
Come on, we better get out of here.
This is horrible, just horrible. The fire chief says the stove was completely destroyed and there's smoke damage everywhere. The inn will have to shut down for months, maybe even for good.
Does he know what caused the explosion?
It looked to him like one of the burners on the stove had been left on. The flame either went out or was never lit, but anyway, something made a spark and boom. He said insurance companies are very reluctant to pay out when things look hinky, and that's when times are good.
Who was in the kitchen this morning?
Emily was the last person to use the stove. Like I said, she's been real forgetful lately. I think she's pretty upset. But it's not her fault. What with her mom passing away barely a month ago, and me showing up, this total stranger who doesn't know the first thing about kids or running a restaurant, and her trying to do everything all by herself. It's just too much, that's all. Who wouldn't go a little off their nut? I better get that. The line to the regular phone got burned up in the fire, so now the only phone we got is the coin phone on the porch. Excuse me.
Oh, no!
Oh no.
Emily?
My mother's jewelry! It's gone! Someone must have stolen it while we were all downstairs. I knew something like this was going to happen. I just knew it.
Jane said that you were the last one to use the stove. Is that true?
I did not leave the stove on. That fire was not my fault. Oh, what am I going to do? Without that jewelry, I don't have a prayer of paying for a new stove. And without a stove, I'll have to sell the inn. And if I lose the inn... I wish Mom were still here. I wish Josiah Crowley had left us the money like he always said he was going to. That's what I wish.
Who's Josiah Crowley?
He was this old man that lived next door.
Oh,
he died
Nancy.
last year. He spent most of his time here at the inn, and he
You're
led
gonna
my
get to
mom
know
and me
him
to
very
believe that he'd
well.
left a lot of money for us in his will. He gave us a clock, and afterwards, he'd always point to it and get this little twinkle in his eye and say, "Time will tell." But when they finally found his will, he didn't leave us a penny.
Did he have any family?
No, he always said Mom and I were his family. Josiah was kind of a screwball. One time, he showed up at my birthday party dressed as my great-aunt Harriet. I didn't know it was really him until 2 days later. Anyway, he had all these weird hobbies, and he always
Oh,
thought
I
it
had
would
to
be
listen to
really
these opening
keen to be
conversations
mine.
so many
Josiah
times to
invited Richard
time
Topham
out
to
which
move
one,
in, so
like which
Topham could
path
help
is
him
the
develop
fastest
his
through.
paranormal powers right there in
And
his house.
as a result, I
Josiah was a sweet
cannot
old
stand
man,
Emily.
and I do miss him. And he was free to give his money to whomever he wanted. But to get our hopes up like that,
Through
and
no
then
fault
leave
of
us
her own.
nothing, it just wasn't like him.
Was your mother's jewelry
Just
insured?
the fact that this game makes you do
Gosh, I
7
forgot
minutes
about
of
that. I don't
conversations
know.
right off the bat.
Jim Archer. I bet he'd know. He's our banker. I guess I should go talk to him.
You don't sound very happy about it.
I'm just so bad at business things. And Jane, my guardian, she tries hard, but she's no good at it either. Maybe you could go talk to him. Please? It would be such a big help.
Sure.
He runs the Main Street Bank. You can't miss it. I'll
All
call
right.
him and tell him you're coming.
I'll be back in a
Now
little
we get
bit.
to actually do movement.
Don't forget to call your father.
Oh. That's not where I want to go.
Got it. Looks like someone recently had a key appraised.
Over here, Miss Drew. Find the toy mouse and give it to Yuri, would you please? Otherwise, he'll just keep meowing. He hates strangers.
Come on.
How nice of you to drop by. And thank you for walking instead of parking in the driveway.
Oh, this
I'm
house has
expecting
such
a pupil.
weird
I'd hate
navigation
for her to have to
sometimes.
park on the road.
Mr. Topham,
Richard Topham at your service.
what were you doing just now?
I was in the process of trying to make these spoons move by using nothing but my own psychic energy. Have you ever focused sunlight through a magnifying glass until it was a minute yet searing point of light, Miss Drew?
Yeah, I guess.
You see, that's what I do with my cerebral emanations, my thoughts. I focus them until they're a beam of pure energy which ultimately disrupts and transforms the molecular force field surrounding the target object.
Is that what you teach people in your school? How to beam their thoughts?
I take them through exercises designed to help them increase their output of phantasmic energy. If you want to sign up for an introductory session, I believe I have an opening today.
No, thank you.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm busy, young lady, far too busy to engage in idle conversation.
When would be a good time for me to come back?
I'll be blunt, Miss Drew. I've discovered that the more time I spend with the, shall we say, intellectually unendowed, the more my cerebral pulsations seem to diminish. I'm afraid I cannot speak to you further unless and until you prove that you are worthy. That is, that your brainwaves are not unacceptably inferior and thus deleterious to mine.
How would I do that?
What I have here is an exercise in logic. If you can discern the correct solution, then I'll know that conversing with you will do me no psychic harm. You may take it with you. Good luck and good day.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Go right ahead. The place is more like a museum than a house.
Was this Josiah's clock?
Everything in here was Josiah's.
like that those last two were right next to each other like that. That's pretty good.
Wonder what this mirror's doing in here. What are you when you win barred bounce? What poet is the cat's meow? What will Para, my miniature golf course, get you? What's Gloria's middle name? Becoder is in the rivet. 2 to the right. It looks like Josiah lent a trivet to someone, but I can't make out to whom.
I hate this house so much. Moving through it is so difficult. Meanwhile, I can just zoom up these stairs very easily. Good house. Big fan.
Hi, Nancy.
What was your mother's middle name?
Lois. Why?
Oh, just curious. I'll be back in a little bit.
Don't forget to call your father.
Shoot. There we go. Remembered most of it. Had to think for a little bit. What do I do now? I don't remember. Okay, right. It's driving time. That said, good to see I got 12 minutes into the run before forgetting what I needed to do. That said, most of that time was spent just talking to people, so I guess it's not really that much of an achievement, huh?
Mrs. Sheldon?
Yes?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm a friend of Emily Crandall's.
Get on with it, dear.
I was wondering, would it be possible for me to see the trivet you borrowed from Josiah Crowley?
You may not only see it, you may have it. Once I find it, that is. Unfortunately, I've an errand to run, so I can't look for it right now.
Maybe I could run the errand for you. I have a car.
So I see. Rather expensive car at that. Very well, Miss Drew. Go fetch
She
my
sounds
bridge
like
cards
Prudence
from Miss
Rutherford's
Strickowski,
snooty cousin.
And upon your return, I shall present you with that trivet.
Who's Miss Jakowski?
Or maybe grandmother, because
The local
1930s.
telephone operator. You can find her at her house, or Titusville Telco, as she insists on calling it. The switchboard is in her parlor. As you can imagine, she never.
Oh wait, that
entertains.
should have.
I, on
That should
the
have
other
triggered a
hand,
thing.
am expecting company within the hour, so
Interesting.
do hurry.
A vending machine that just sells toys. Keen. You never know when you're gonna need a toy.
Right, that's 5 toys.
Hello, are you Mr. Waddell?
So what if I am?
I found this receipt, and I just wondered what you could tell me about it.
Let me see that. One key, determine resale value, item 493. Oh yeah, this was for that key Jim Archer wanted me to appraise.
Jim Archer wanted you to appraise a key?
It was very ornate, had jewels all over it. Fake jewels, as it turned out. When I told him it was worthless, the cheapskate refused to pay me and told me to keep it.
Do you think I could have it?
Sure, once you pay the appraisal fee,
Which is...
$1.50.
Here you go.
I like how I don't even have the
Here's
option
the
of paying
key.
for it.
Enjoy.
Hello, I'm looking for Jim Archer.
Right through that door. Hello, are you Nancy Drew?
Yes, are you Mr. Archer?
Yes, ma'am. Jim Archer. I'm founder, president, manager, and just about everything else you can name when it comes to this fine enterprise.
I hear that some businesses aren't doing so well these days.
Ever since the stock market crashed, one business after another has closed, including banks. President Hoover keeps saying that a recovery is just around the corner, but you have to wonder.
1930s
Is your bank
humor.
doing okay?
I'm happy to report that we're doing just fine, thank you. Excuse me. Main Street Bank, Jim Archer speaking. No, I don't. I'm sorry, but... Yes, I know, but... All right, then just bring it by. Sorry for the interruption. How can I help you?
I guess I'll be going.
Nice talking to you.
Where did you get this clock?
Josiah Crowley gave it to me. It stopped keeping time the minute he walked out the door.
It would sure be nice to be able to open this thing.
Come on.
Hello again.
The key that you had Mr. Waddell appraise, could that be the key to the clock that Josiah Crowley gave you?
It might have been, I suppose. You know about that?
Yes. In fact, I paid the appraisal fee. I have the key right here.
How industrious of you. You see, when he told me the key was worthless, I lost all interest in it.
So, it would be all right if I kept the key for myself?
I have no use for it. In fact, if you want that old clock, you can have it too.
I guess I'll be going.
Give my best to Emily.
No, that doesn't put it like it was there. Bleh. Too far.
Yeah?
Are you Miss Jakowski?
Yeah? And you are?
Nancy Drew. I'm a friend of Emily
And
Crandall's.
you
You know,
are?
at the Lilac Inn.
Yeah. Look, I'm kind of pressed for time. Going to a party and it takes me a while to get dolled up. What do you need?
Mrs. Sheldon asked me to pick up her bridge cards from you.
Tell you what, I'll get you those cards. if
So
you drive
Twin
that
Elms
fancy
lady
car of
said
yours
that
over
this
to the
is her
orphanage and
parlor?
Pick up some raffle tickets from Mrs. O'Shea. I should be able to
That's a
unload
pretty big parlor.
ton of them tonight.
Lots of
I'd be
switchboards
happy
going.
to.
Good, I gotta go.
It's a pretty nice house.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Excuse me, are you Mrs. O'Shea?
Yes?
My name is Nancy Drew, and
Stephen, put that down this instant. We do not run with sticks in our hands. Or in our mouths. I'm sorry. You were saying?
Miss Jakowski asked me to pick up some raffle tickets from you.
Oh, yes, the raffle tickets. The fact of the matter is Elsie, no hitting. I can't even think about those raffle tickets right now. I promised the children they'd each get a toy for going a full week without breaking anything. And I'm short 5 toys. Do not eat that, Clarence.
Would you like me to get 5 toys for you?
Oh, goodness, if you could do that, I'd be forever grateful. They can be any kind of toy at all. The children aren't the least bit picky. Of course it tastes bad, Clarence. It's a pine cone. I better go rinse out his
Just
mouth
let
before.
Clarence eat what he wants,
Would you
man.
look at that? He's actually chewing it. You're not a squirrel, Clarence. Spit that out this instant.
Let him be a squirrel.
Hi, do you have 5 toys for me?
I certainly do.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're such a saint, you hear me? A saint. I'd better get these inside before the children see them. Thank you so much.
Mrs. O'Shea, the raffle tickets?
Oh, the raffle tickets. I don't have them, dear. You'll have to pick them up from Phelps' print shop. Then just take them straight to Mr. Kowski. We don't pull hair, Ralphie. Especially when we have jelly on our hands.
Phelps
Those schools in the
print shop.
1930s were
Wonderful.
wild.
Sorry, young lady, I'm about to close.
I'm just here to pick up the raffle tickets you printed for Mrs. O'Shea.
Aw, darn it. I did tell her I'd have those done today, didn't I? Well, I'm sorry, but they're just gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
Oh, but I need to have them today.
And I need to go fishing.
Fishing?
My brother-in-law thinks he's hot stuff because he caught an 18-inch largemouth bass this morning. So I bet him I could catch a 19-incher by the end of the day. And if I do, I get his stamp collection. And if I don't, he gets mine. And since stamp collecting is about the only hobby I can afford,
Maybe you
these
should have made
days,
such a high-stakes
I'm
wager,
going
man.
fishing.
I know. You stay here and print those raffle tickets, and I'll go fishing for you.
Not everybody can catch a 19-inch largemouth bass, you know. It takes skill and muscle and brains. Bass are pretty smart.
I can do it, Mr. Phelps.
You better be right, because you're not getting those raffle tickets until I get my 19-incher. You can use my gear. I left everything out at the fishing hole.
Great. I'll see you later. First thing I need to do is bait my hook. Yuck.
Oh, right,
Now
you
I
gotta go
toss
back.
this in the water. And when the
That's
bobber
important.
goes under the water, I need to pull the line up fast. That looks right. Am I smart or what? I'm getting there. That looks right. Am I smart or what? I caught one! Looks like 19 inches to me. Oh, no offense, Mr. Fish, but you stink.
Well, let's see what you got in there. How about that? You did it. Here, let me take it from you.
Please do. I think it's starting to get a little ripe.
Just rest yourself a minute while I get those raffle tickets. There you go. 10 dozen tickets to the annual Orphans Benefit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go make a telephone call.
To your brother-in-law?
Yeah, the one who used to collect stamps.
That is an evil laugh. I think we just helped a guy, like, con his poor brother-in-law out of stamps. I do not trust someone who laughs like that. Oh, come on. Alright, still remember it. Alright, this puzzle which I never practiced. I'm gonna make a save for it, so I can practice it later.
need to adjust the mirror so that the light hits them just right.
No, it's this one. Never practiced this either.
I wonder what these symbols mean.
That shed's kind of easy to navigate around too.
Hello, Miss Drew.
Hello, Mr. Topham.
Am I to assume that you have the correct solution to that logic problem?
Right here.
Let's have a look. Why, you appear to have indeed found the solution. Well, since you've proved yourself to be intellectually above average, which means talking to you should do me no harm, what would you like to talk about?
Do you by any chance know who Marcel is?
Marcel was what Josiah called his favorite hat.
His hat? The man named his hat?
He loved that hat, so to him, naming it made perfect sense.
Don't judge
Do
him,
you
Nancy.
still have Marcel?
No, as a
Marcel's
matter
a
of fact,
great
I gave
name for
that
a
hat
hat.
to Gloria Crandall. She said she was fond of the old fellow and wanted something to remember him by, although I suspect the real reason she wanted that hat was to see if he'd stashed any money in it.
Josiah ordered something from the Krollmeister Crystal Company just before he passed away. Do you know if it ever arrived?
You must be talking about that chunk of quartz that came last winter. I still have it right here. Why?
I was wondering if I could buy it from you. For my father. He loves quartz.
Perhaps we can work something out. You see, amazing as this is going to sound, I am able to project my thoughts into another person's brain.
Really?
The only problem is, not everyone has the intellectual capacity to receive my thoughts. But since you have already demonstrated a high level of intelligence, yes, you may very well be the ideal subject.
Me? Really?
You are going to help me prove
Okay,
that
so
I am telepathic. Here's what
this
we're
one
going
I don't
to do.
actually have full
I'm going
notes
to
for,
shuffle a deck
so
which
I'm just gonna
contains
pray
5 sets
that
of these cards. Then I'm
it
going
all
to turn
works
my
out.
back, draw a card,
And that I don't
look
get
at
any
it,
of the
and
ones
start
I didn't see in
transmitting my
practice.
thoughts. When you receive my thoughts, you will identify the card I'm looking at. Once you
Because like on
correctly
Junior, there's like a
identify 5
definite
cards in a
pattern
row,
to the
I'll give
answers,
you that
but
piece
on
of
this one,
quartz.
it's just
But
like
what if I
individual
can't
lines
do it?
are tied to
Just
individual
stay focused
cards,
on the
and it's
cards, and my superior brain power will do the
difficult
rest.
to keep track.
Very well. Let's begin. Tell me, what card is this?
This one?
Very good. Here's another. What card is this?
This one?
That's not right.
Yeah,
Here's
that was
another.
not one I'd
This
seen
is
before.
which card?
I think it's this one.
Excellent. Here's another. This is which card?
I think it's this one.
Marvelous. Here's another. Tell me, what card is this?
I think it's this one.
Very good. Well, you failed to correctly identify 5 in a row. Shall we continue?
You bet. Ready when you are.
Very well. Let's begin. What card am I concentrating on?
This one?
No, try again. Can you tell me what card this is?
This one.
Very good. Here's another. This is which card?
This is
This one?
Very good. Here's another. Can you tell me what card this is?
This one?
Marvelous. Here's another. Do you know what card I'm looking at?
This one.
Very good.
Oh my gosh.
another 4
Whenever
out of
he
5.
picks up a particular card, he always says the same thing.
Well, you failed to correctly
Actually,
identify
I'm gonna make
5
a save
in a row.
here,
Shall we continue?
so I can practice
Maybe
this
later.
better later.
I think my brain needs a rest.
Good day. Ready to resume our telepathy experiment?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Let's begin. Do you know what card I'm looking at?
This one.
Excellent. Here's another. What card am I thinking about?
I think it's this one.
Very good. Here's another. What card am I holding?
This one.
Very good. Here's another. Can you tell me what card this is?
This one?
Excellent.
Come
Here's
on.
another. Do you know what card I'm looking
Okay,
at?
good.
This one.
Oh,
Very good.
okay.
You
I thought I
did
picked
it.
the wrong one for a second.
Well, actually, I did it. But in any case, thank you for your assistance. Here's the piece of
All right.
crystal that Josiah ordered. Take it. You've earned it. Well, actually, I earned it, but let's not quibble.
But Mr. Topham, you didn't really. I'm afraid that subconsciously you may have.
Yes?
Never mind.
Do you need anything else?
Nope.
It was nice talking to you.
I knew you were going to say that. A little psychic humor.
Yeah, okay. Go back to the inn.
I guess I should answer that. Hello?
Nancy?
Dad?
Now
Shoot,
get
I'm
lectured for a
supposed
little
to call
while.
you.
Yes, you were. The phone company said this was the only line into the Lilac Inn now. What happened?
It's kind of a long story, but what about you? Is everything okay there?
Everything's fine. I called because I'd like you to run an errand for me, that's all.
Sure. What do you want me to do?
I need to get some documents from a colleague over there. I thought since you were in the area, you could pick them up, save him paying postage.
Sure. What's the address?
He said he'd just leave them for you at the telegraph office. Just drive into town and look for Tubby Telegrams. He said you can't miss it.
Will do.
These papers are extremely important, Nancy.
I will pick them up, Dad.
Good. Remember, watch your gas gauge and get gas when you're low so you don't run out. And try to avoid potholes. The more you hit, the likely it is you'll wind up with a flat.
Yes, Dad.
And if you do get a flat, take it off and put on your spare, and then head straight to a gas station and get it fixed.
Yes, Dad.
All right, lecture over. Have you found out why Miss Crandall asked you to visit?
I'd rather not go into it right now.
All right, but in the meantime...
I know. Pick up those documents.
That's my girl.
Goodbye, Dad.
See you tonight.
Tonight. This is gonna be a quick case.
Hi, Nancy.
Would you happen to know where your mother
Sometimes
put
that door
Josiah's
takes
favorite
forever to
hat?
open, and
Look
sometimes
in the
it doesn't.
drawer right below
And
me.
I wish
That's
I knew
where all
what
Mom's mementos
made it
are.
open
I'll be
fast.
back in a little bit.
Thanks again, Nancy.
Looks like a safe deposit box key.
Forgot to take the key. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Now we do more driving.
Hi, you got those raffle tickets for me?
I sure do.
Great. And here are Mrs. Sheldon's bridge cards. One of the gals spilled Moxie all over them, but I cleaned them up real good, so let's not tell Mrs. Sheldon, okay?
Okay. Thanks for your help, Miss Jakowski.
Thanks for your help. Bye now.
Hello, Mr. Waddell.
Now what?
I need for you to cut a blank from this piece of quartz.
No big deal. Let's see it.
The blank needs to be just like the one you made before for Josiah Crowley.
Like I said, no big deal. You're gonna have to cough up $2, though. You can pay me when you pick it up. Good day.
Ah, shoot.
Hello again.
Did Josiah Crowley have a safe deposit box here?
As a matter of fact, he did. Topham has tried to claim its contents, but he can't find the key.
Could this be it?
It is from this bank.
May I see if it opens the box?
It takes 2 keys to open a safe deposit box. The owner's key and my key. And in this case, I'm under no obligation to open it for you.
Oh, but
However, were you to do me a small favor...
Sure.
I hired a seamstress to make a dress for my wife's birthday next week. Unfortunately, the seamstress and I had a falling out, and now I need to find someone to finish the dress.
Just hire a new seamstress.
Oh, the fact of the matter is, the dressmaker quit because I couldn't pay her. I misled you before. Business is not fine. This bank is on the brink of ruin.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Archer.
I wanted to get my wife something nice because, well, it might be the last nice thing she gets for a long, long time. Now, Emily once mentioned that Jane used to be a dressmaker.
How much more has to be done on the dress?
I have it right here. The seamstress said that all the pieces have been cut out and basted together. All that's
no, I'm
needed
gonna
is
have
a
to do
sewing
this on
machine.
Senior.
When it's finished, bring it back and I'll let you try that key in Josiah's safe deposit box.
I guess I'll be going.
Come back anytime.
Something I can do for you?
Well, my name's Nancy Drew, and my father said
Say no
that...
more. You're here to pick up some papers. They're in that envelope.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Say, is that your roadster out there?
Yes, it is. Did I park somewhere I shouldn't have?
No, it's just that my regular driver never showed up today, so I've got no way to deliver all these telegrams. How would you like to earn some extra cash?
You mean you want me to deliver them for you?
You've got a car, you're trustworthy, or at least your father thinks you are, so what do you say? I'll pay you 25 cents each time you complete a delivery. And you might even get some tips.
Okay, sure.
Great, you're hired. Here, deliver this to Seymour out at Blenheim Nursery. Come back when you're done and I'll pay you and give you another telegram to deliver.
Great. See you in a little while.
I need to work on my driving too.
Do you have my bridge cards?
Right here.
Good. And here is Josiah's trivet. I didn't realize when I asked to borrow
Okay,
it
yeah,
that it was
so I
such
guess
an
just my
eyesore.
Twin
But
Elms
once a sumptuous dish
code
of my
must not be
buff
working.
stroganoff was placed atop it, I assure you, no one noticed. Now do run along. My guest will be arriving any minute, and that dress of yours, it's, well...
I like this dress. It's very flouncy.
Alright, let's press our luck. Let's see if there's a cow. And there's absolutely a cow. Alright.
Hello, I've got a telegram for Seymour.
Just leave it on the desk there. I'd, tip you, but as you can see, my hands are filthy.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to doll up some of my plants before this guy named Mr. Martin comes in. He's a big cheese at some oil company, and I'm hoping he... Ow!
Did that plant just bite you?
It did kind of feel that way.
I think I'll be going now. Bye!
Bye!
Is this your sewing machine?
Actually, that belonged to my mom. She and Jane used to be dressmakers.
Would it
Mom
be
was
all
going
right
to
if I
teach me how
used
to
your
use
sewing
it,
machine?
but she go right ahead.
She never
But
got the
remember,
chance.
you're on your own.
There's no needle.
It's probably in the box with the rest of Mom's sewing stuff. Ask Jane if she knows where it is.
So, is Emily all right?
Someone stole her
Oh
mother's
yeah,
jewelry.
haven't talked to you in
What?
like 30
She was
minutes.
showing it to me just before the explosion. Now it's
More than that.
gone.
Someone stole it while everybody was rushing around trying to put out the fire? Pipers! If you can't trust a fireman, who can you trust?
Who else knew Emily had that jewelry?
When Gloria was alive, she could have told people about it, or people may have seen her wearing it. And when she died, they knew the jewelry had to be around here somewhere, right?
Does anyone in particular come to mind?
Sorry. It's been hard enough getting to know Emily, let alone anyone else in this backwater burg. Well, guess better go call the sheriff.
Would you happen to know where the needle for the sewing machine in Emily's room is?
I moved all of Gloria's sewing things out of there and put them in a little box. Look, I'm supposed to get the pies we baked before all the hullabaloo this morning ready for the delivery man. They gotta be put in the shipping container just so, or he casts a kitten. This is how he wants them organized. Now why don't you go out on the porch and get those pies ready to go while I look for that sewing box?
Sounds good.
Okay. I never made a save file for this, I'm doing it now. Something like this. Honestly, I'm remembering this better than I thought I would so far. Okay, so you go there.
All done.
Alright, not too bad. For having not remembered,
Looks
or
like
having
there's
never really
some kind of
practiced the
tunnel
senior
over
version
here.
before.
Thanks for doing the pies. The more I do it, the worse I seem to get at it. Here's that box. I'm sure that sewing machine needle is in there somewhere.
I see it.
Remember, when it comes to using it, you're on your own, kiddo.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty-dighty.
Oh no, that's not where I want to go.
From the looks of those lanterns, I'm not the only one who's been down here recently. Jeepers! I'm behind one of the walls in Emily's room.
Turn it up. Give me that good Ballad of Bridget.
An old swell, $1. This piggy bank looks like it's been here
That
for a
dollar
long
is
time.
crucial. Really should not be skipping it.
Guess I better not leave the lights on. Jeepers, that sounds like Richard Topham. This door must open right into his living room.
Oh, she doesn't actually say anything about it on this difficulty. That's interesting. Nope, come on. I think that's this one. No. There we go.
Guess I better not leave the lights on.
Right now, I think it's sewing time. Judging by my splits.
There.
Wow.
Not bad, mister.
I did not expect that to
Not
get
bad
that on
at
the
all.
first try. I'm pretty sure that's it, right? Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Sew it together. Oh shoot, there's a lot I was missing. There's like 2 other things I had to do in this room.
How's the dress coming?
All done.
This is beautiful. Thank you. Now let's see if that key you found opens up Josiah's safe deposit box. But that is not Josiah's will.
It looks like some kind of journal. Would it be okay if I kept this?
If it was money or jewelry or something like that, I'd turn it over to Topham. But a journal? Finders keepers as far as I'm concerned. I'll be at my desk if you need me.
It's locked. Naturally.
There's the... This font is not easy to read.
Flute, 7.025 megahertz. Pyramus, 7.057 megahertz. Thisbe, 7.050 megahertz. It looks...
Anything else I can do for you?
I guess I'll be going.
Come back anytime.
Oh, wait, no. We need to go to the telegram place.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Take this to Counselor Alice out at Camp Avondale. Keep up the good work.
And now we have money for the blank.
Hello, Mr. Waddell. Are you done making that blank?
Have you got my fee?
Right here.
Good. Here's the blank I cut for you. Enjoy.
And now we are at $0 exactly. Now we go through the tunnel again. Because we gotta snoop through Topham's stuff, and by Topham's stuff I mean read one book. I feel like he should just let us read if we just like when he was there and asked him,
Now
but
would be a good time for me to
that's
sneak
not an
inside
option
and
apparently.
Have a quick look around.
Clear your mind of all thoughts. Think about nothing save facts. Yori, be quiet. You're disturbing us.
This is it. This is the only reason we need to go through the tunnel.
Why? Something tells me I
No
better
clue
write
why.
down all the stuff that's circled here in my journal.
Oh, no. We're done with you.
Guess I better not leave the lights on.
Alright. Time to talk to strangers. Here's hoping I did everything I needed to. We're about to find out. Oh, no, that's not. There we go.
Looks like Josiah was a ham radio operator. Thisbe, are you there? Hello?
I'm Thisbe, but only Puck calls me that. Who's this?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm afraid I have some bad news about Puck.
Oh dear, they closed the play he was starring in, didn't they? That's why I haven't heard from him. He's too far down in the dumps. Oh, I was afraid it was something like that.
Actually, you haven't heard from him because he passed away several months ago.
Oh my. That's worse, isn't it?
A little.
And after
It's a
all
little
that
worse.
rigmarole he went through, making sure I knew my line and understood my cue?
Your cue?
Yes, you see, Puck, or whatever his real name is, or was, Puck wanted to share his love of acting with me. So he gave me a line to say, a very curious line I might add, and told me to repeat it only after I heard my cue. A passage written by Mr. William Shakespeare.
So if I cue you with a passage, you'll respond with the line he gave you to say?
Immediately. I know it by heart, you see.
Here goes.
I
If
think
we
we're on
shadows
sub-hour
have
pace.
offended,
I hope we're on
think
sub-hour
but this,
pace.
and all is
I'll
mended.
be really sad if we're
that
not.
you have but slumbered here while
It's gonna be
these
close.
visions did appear.
The authorities are alert for bad water, so do not go this way.
The authorities are alert for bad water, so do not go this way.
That's what I was to say. Although my delivery was much better when Puck was coaching me.
So Puck told you he was an actor?
He told me that acting was his life and that he'd gotten rich and famous doing it. No matter who he was to the rest of the world, that's what he was to me, and that's how I want to remember him.
It's
And
kind
now,
of sweet.
as Puck was fond of saying, I bid you adieu. Over and out.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello?
This is Flute, but you sure don't sound like Puck, so explain yourself.
My name's Nancy Drew.
So where's Puck?
Well, I'm pretty sure Puck's real name was Josiah Crowley, and I hate to say it, but he passed away earlier this year.
Ah, that's a shame. Heck,
Oh shoot, I don't remember the hobo signs. I should
What
study
sentence
that
is
while
that?
Well, see, a while
waiting
back,
on all this
Puck
dialogue.
dictated a sentence to me and told me that if and when he recited a certain passage from Shakespeare, I was to respond with that sentence. Weird fellow, that Puck.
If I tell you the passage, will you tell me the sentence?
Well, yeah, sure, I guess. Especially seeing as Puck's no longer with us.
Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
That's it. Here, let me check my logbook for the response. Now I'm supposed to say, leave by road when the owner is in, because then there will be thieves about.
Leave by road when the owner is in, because then there will be thieves about?
Those were Puck's exact words. Well, hope I've been of some help. Over and out.
Oh, shoutouts to Flute for being so fast. And not dragging out every single word he says, like the other two.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello?
This is Pyramus. Who are you?
My name's Nancy Drew.
This
Does somebody
is
named Puck
Pyramus.
usually call you on this frequency?
Somebody named Puck used to. Apparently he found something better to do. Haven't talked to him in months.
Well, that's because he passed away not too long ago.
Oh, well, that's a good excuse, I guess. How'd you know he called me Pyramus?
I'm a friend of his. I found your name and radio frequency in his journal.
So why are you talking to me?
Did Puck, ever ask you to tell him something whenever he read a certain passage from Shakespeare?
Whenever he rattled off the
You know,
Shakespeare quote,
The
I was
middle
supposed
portion
to
of this
rattle
game
off
is actually pretty fun to do
saying.
fast. It's really just the beginning and this part at the end.
Long story. But if I were to rattle off the quote,
Sure, a bit
there's
of a
no reason
drag.
why you can't tell me the stupid saying, right?
Well, come to think of it, he never said the quote had to come from him. So, yeah, I guess I could tell you.
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night.
How'd you know?
Long story.
How'd
What did he
you
tell
know?
you to say in response?
Wait a minute, I had to write it down.
Like, how do you make a 3-word sentence that
Here.
long?
You're gonna love
How'd you
this.
know?
A barking dog would do well to hold his tongue in a dangerous neighborhood.
A barking dog would do well to hold his tongue in a dangerous
Not
neighborhood.
just a 3-word sentence, a
I told you
3-syllable
it was
sentence.
stupid.
I really appreciate your help.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of car did Puck drive? Do you know?
I don't think he had a car.
And he tried to tell me he was rich. Over and out.
Okay, there we go. Oh shoot, this is the slightly slower solution. By like 0.06 seconds, but still I forgot to use the one that's slightly faster. Oh well. Also shoutouts to like
Bomb.
this
No
really good
doubt
song.
meant to be used on that golf course of Josiah's.
That bass.
Oh, a miniature golf course. Swell.
Wow, and I missed! I didn't know I could do that. Wait, what? Hang on, can I just leave? I've never missed that, ever.
Try again.
How do you miss that? I'm a scrub.
Another safe deposit box key?
Wait, nope. Oh, somehow I got turned around at one point. Oh, that's how. It's very easy to get turned around there, it turns out.
Emily, please, just settle down. It's all right. It's not all right. Stop lying. Something's wrong with me.
You've got to go talk to Emily.
That might have costed
She's in a
sub
bad
1 hour.
way.
What do you mean? What's
Maybe.
happened?
I don't know yet.
Please, go talk to her.
I can't
She won't
gauge
listen to
how
me.
much is left in the game.
I'm no help at all.
You know, it might still be sub 1. It's close, okay? I should stop trying to guess and just accept that it's close, and I'll find out shortly.
Hello again.
I found another safe deposit box key that belonged to Josiah.
Impossible. Josiah only had one box, and you've already opened it.
Can you tell me whose key this is?
It is one of ours. Where did you get it?
I won it playing golf at Josiah's with a special ball. I had to ace one of the holes.
Why does that sound familiar? I know why. That's what Clara always called me, her ace in the hole. That's who this key belongs to, Clara Pickford. So, Clara Pickford was really Josiah Crowley in disguise.
Apparently, he loved playing tricks like that on people and hiding things right under their noses. I wonder what this is. Gloria Dowd, now Crandall, and Jane Willoughby, circa 1912.
Jane Willoughby? That doesn't look the least bit like
Jane Willoughby.
No, it certainly doesn't. I'd better get back to the Lilac Inn and have a talk with her right now.
As if we can tell comparing these old-timey 1930s photos of, like, realish looking people to this animation.
Move out of the way, would you please? I'm kind of in a hurry.
You're not going anywhere
Like, Richard
until
Topham
you tell
looks
me
like a
who
giant
you really
blur.
are.
What are you talking about?
I just saw a
No one's
picture
gonna
of
look like
Jane
anyone
Willoughby,
if you're gonna
the
compare them to,
real
like,
Jane
realistic-looking
Willoughby.
photos, you know?
It's been swell knowing you, sister.
I can't
Oh yeah,
let Jane
rev
out
up
of
that
sight.
1930s engine. Oh, shoot. Alright, don't have much margin for error at this point. Cool.
I can't let Jane out of my sight.
I forgot that this driving on Senior is a lot harder. On Junior, this part's free.
She's heading for the state line. I know. I'll take a shortcut and head her off.
Oh yeah. Comfortably under an hour. But would it have been sub 59 if I hadn't messed up the car chase?
Why couldn't you just mind your own business?
Dear Ned, I know you'll be home from school in a couple of days, but I couldn't wait to tell you.